All right, guys, what you're looking at is a 2000 Blazer Spindle. This is a rear-wheel drive or a two-wheel drive Blazer Spindle. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna replace the G-body one with this. Although nowadays it's really not even necessary. I believe they make brackets that you can put on your factory G-body spindle that will allow you to be able to mount the first gen Camaros or LS1s or Corvette calipers on it, man. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about these boys right here. You know, the dual piston ones. A lot of times it'll say Corvette on it if you have the Corvette ones. These I did get off a 2000 Camaro, I believe. In order to use that, you have to get some brackets. You have to get the C5, C6 style brackets. And you know what? I do have them, but just first glance looking at them, this is an OG body trick. But I am never really had to do it. As you can see on the other projects we just bought, aftermarket brake kits. So we never really had to. But just looking at that, and I'm going to pull it out in a second. And looking at the C5, C6 brackets, man, it's really minor differences. Just looking at it, I can see. Again, I'm gonna really compare it for you guys, really give you guys an idea of why they say this can't work. Honestly, the only difference that I saw personally, you know what I'm saying, it looks like the hose aligned, but the actual size of the bolts really seem to be the only difference. Like I'm really want to get you guys perspective. And honestly, if that's really it, you could probably drill out and tap, you know, the this bracket here and be able to use it. I'm actually gonna try to test it and see how that goes. If I have the spare time, you know, I'll go ahead and drill and tap it also, just to actually make sure it actually lines up all the way. But for now, we're just gonna hold the bracket to it, see if everything does truly align in the same location before I actually swap the brake calipers over to the C5, C6 caliper bracket. So let's get into this. So next thing I want to show you guys, oh, there you go. Now this is the hybrid bracket. I know Core 3 makes one. I was looking at theirs and just doing a regular search online. I ended up running into one on eBay. To tell you the truth, I ran on one on eBay. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this eBay bracket. Obviously it comes with shims. Doesn't take a rocket scientist. You want to make sure things look good. The shims are obviously for the hub. Not sure if we're gonna need to use any of it. It comes with 4, so I'm assuming 2 on each side. I mean, they're about, they're not real thick, you know what I'm saying? Like, could you get away with a couple washers? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I like that they included these. The metal, you can tell it's not the highest grade of aluminum. You know what I'm saying? It's all scuffed up. It's pretty thin. I'm sure I can bend this with just one hand. But it is what it is. It was nice of them to provide that. That way you don't have to shim it yourself. If it needs to, it comes with bolts. And you know what? Let's get straight to the bracket to see what those things look like. I have heard some people say Core 3 is who you want to go with, because they have, you know, they really have good quality metal. And I've never used a Core 3 one, but I can probably agree. As you can see, got rust already on it. I mean, obviously the surface rust, it ain't nothing you can't really just clean off here with a puff can of clear, and it should really do it. But what I'm going to do, I'm probably just going to go do the same thing. Clean this rust off a little bit, adhesion promoter, which I could probably spray over the rust, but take off the rust, hit it with that adhesion promoter, black puff can, and then puff can of clear, just to match the bracket so it looks kind of seamless. Not the bracket, but the caliper. Man, I'm tripping today, YouTube. To match the spindle, I think we should be pretty good. I really do think we should be good. I'm gonna see how we supposed to mount this up. Nah. Okay. So I think this is how we're looking. I think this is what it's supposed to be right here. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that up and see what we got, man. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and get the this thing bolted in. I'm gonna try on the rotors. These are 06 rotors. These are 14-inch rotors. I believe, to be exact, they're probably 13.98 or 89. But it's probably off, I think, by a tenth. But man, this is what it really is right here. Some shrink too, don't worry about that. Man, this is what it's gonna be looking like. Caliper's gonna bolt in right here. Man, this should look pretty sweet, man. Look pretty good. Only suck thing, man, I really can't even get this on until I get some wheels, and I'm not sure what type of wheels I'm gonna get. They're definitely gonna be 4s. Maybe if I get like an extremely good price on some 2s, I might consider that. But for the most part, it's gonna be 4s. That's what I plan on going. And once I do that, then we can get some wheels on. I might just have to grab some 18-inch GM wheels and throw those on for now. If I can find a set of those for next to nothing, you know, I'm not gonna pay for those and pay for some rims after that. So this is what we're looking at. Let me bolt this thing on, show you guys what we're working with. When you buy these brackets, they come with spacers. I didn't even see if it would clear without them. It came with them. I went ahead and added them on, mounted the hub, and you know what? It actually cleared pretty nicely. Right now it's a little off. I did check the clearance with the caliper off, or just the bracket. Right now I have the caliper on, and the bracket is not even screwed in all the way, and it's literally it's propped up, if you can see, space here, using the caliper. So that's throwing it off a little bit, but I assure you it does clear like it is supposed to on both sides. Right now I know it looks a little off, but even then, you know what I'm saying, it's still free. So I am going to say, hey, you need these. If your bracket or kit that you purchase does not come with it, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but if you use the link that I post from this guy right here on eBay, then be sure it comes with it. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about the guy. It did come with one bolt missing. I sent him an email and he sent it right to me, man, with no problem. The guy's actually great. Have no problem with them. The one bolt was missing. I sent him an email on eBay. He shipped it right out. So he's definitely good to do business with. But this is the final outcome of what you will have once you actually bolt down the hub. And again, guys, I know it has a center hole just because I don't have the cap that comes on the factory ones. But this is not an all-wheel drive hub. It doesn't even have the grooves in it to stick an axle through. All right. So maybe I'll find one, maybe I won't. I don't really care too much about it, being that the wheels that it goes on will have center caps on them. But you never know. The reason I have not painted the brake calipers and the brake caliper mounts or brackets, and that's why it's a little dull black. This is the factory Let the train go by. This is the factory color that they come, that this came in on the C5s. It's not as glossy as the rest of the parts that I painted. The reason I did not paint it is because I think what I'm going to do is paint both the caliper bracket and the caliper, whatever color I paint the car. I also have some decals getting made that I'm gonna put here. It's probably just gonna say Oldsmobile. I'm not sure how I want it yet. I'm looking at 2 different styles. If that all works out, I'll send you guys the plug for that. So once I paint it, you know, I'll put the decal over it. The decal is going to be gray. I have an idea of what color I want the car, so a gray decal is going to be fine on top of whatever color this ends up being. All right, guys, so let me know what you think. If you have any questions, I have no problem answering them and helping you guys out. I'll be sure to film when I do the rear. When I'm mounting up the rear backing plate for the brake calipers. These are from, I want to say 90. Well, I got these off of 2000, but I think it's 98 to 2002 Camaros. And it's fairly simple, just a little bit of cutting that you'll have to do on your rear end. But that's about it. So I'll be sure to cover those in another video. One thing I do want to mention, it's not too much or too big of a deal, but you have just about an inch of the hub sticking out, of the studs sticking out. Once you put these rotors on, these things are massive. So what I am going to recommend you to do, especially if you're running aftermarket wheels, you know, especially like these 3-piece wheels that are, you know, 22s, 24s, or even if anything higher than 18, you know, the backing of those are normally that is normally pretty big. I don't think you're gonna have much thread left. Honestly, I don't think you're gonna have much thread left. So these are factory, I think about 1.5 inch studs. So what I'm going to do, as a matter of fact, stay tuned for the next video. That should be up right after this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hammer out the studs and replace them with some ARP ones. If you've seen that video that recently surfaced on the internet, this guy's wheels coming off at the track, and everybody thought it was actually, it wasn't. Turned out he was just running some, I don't know what brand or whatever, if they were, but I think they were factory studs, and they broke. And you do not want that. Obviously, the torque is not going to be applied at the front, so it's not too big of an issue. But guys, make sure you have enough thread on these things to really get your wheel in and feel secure about it. So what I'm actually using, I believe, are 2.5 inches or 2.25 inch studs. So I'll post the next video, and I also gonna go over and I guess test out this air hammer, you know, chisel. That's what I'm gonna use to knock out these. Yeah, you can bang them out like I normally do, but I figured I'd do something different this time. So stay tuned for that video. Like, comment, subscribe. Guys, let me know if this have been helpful. Let me know what you want to see next, man. And honestly, just continue to subscribe. We're almost at 500 subscriptions. So please, guys, subscribers, please continue to subscribe.